bondage. It'll have you messed up. It'll have you off, thrown off. Amen. All right, read us out, Tish.
Then the men of the city said unto Joash, bring out thy son, that he may die.
Oh! They want to kill Gideon. They want to kill Gideon for making a stand for God. Huh? Ministry is risky business. Read.
Bring out thy son, that he may die, because he has cast down the altar of Baal, and because he hath cut down the grove that was by it. And Joash said unto all that stood against him, will ye plead for Baal? Will ye save him? He that will plead for him, let him be put to death while it is yet morning. If he be a god, let him plead for himself, because one has cast down his altar. Therefore on that day he called him Jerubbaal, saying, let Baal plead against him, because he hath thrown down his altar.
All right, that's good. Clap your hands. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, and then we're gonna close out. What happened in the text that we just read in Judges 6? Let's do a quick overview, a recap. That's a good one. How? Why the rest of y'all sitting here looking like, which way did it go? Which way did it go? Which way did it go? For do. I'm confused. How? Amen. All right. What else? What else happens in the text? Gideon was in the cave. He was feeling sorry for himself. He was blaming God. What else? God did not acknowledge his pity. God didn't acknowledge his pity. He didn't acknowledge his situation, but he spoke to his what? Spoke to his spirit. Said, you are a mighty man of what? Valor. There's no difference if you're out witnessing and you run into a girl, you're on Fulton Industrial, you run into a girl and she's a prostitute, and you tell her you're a mighty woman of valor. God has purpose for your life. God gonna use you. Before he formed you in your mother's womb, he knew you. Huh? He has plans to prosper you, plans not to harm you, plans to bring you a future and a hope. You don't, let me tell you something, man. When people are in a place, it's not your responsibility to remind